Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've had a little while off, I had a weekend off where Chelsea faced off with West Ham. Timo Werner finally scoring again. But tonight is the night we've all been waiting for, the second semi-final in Chelsea's calendar this year. And boy, is it a big one. Against Real Madrid, so much on the line for today. If you are in the channel, make sure to let us know that you can hear us all right, everything is going okay, and make sure you get on with your score predictions as well. And as you can see, I am joined by two very special guests today. On my left, hang on, I'm going to have to point the right way, is Jake, my good friend Jake. He is a Chelsea fan, and you've seen Louis. You've seen Louis before. We've seen him before as well. So you know Louis. And of course, if you do want to see more of Louis, be sure to check out Louis's channel in the description. I think I put it in the description. If not, I will chuck it in the chat at some point. So how are we both feeling? We'll go to you, Louis, first. How are you feeling for this game?
Nervous. I think that's I am very nervous. While I would hope that Chelsea can play up. We have had a bit of a spotty patch recently with how we've been playing, but tonight presents a very unique opportunity to go against the likes of Real Madrid and hopefully come out on top, at least in this first leg. But it's going to be a long 90 minutes for me.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And Jake, you're a few years older than me and Louis, probably remember the last time we got to the semi-finals, a bit better than us. How do you feel in comparison to the last set of semi-finals against Barcelona? I believe you were there, weren't you? At least the Stamford Bridge leg.
Yeah, I went to the home leg. I feel like it's going to be just a similar kind of game. To be fair, I feel I'm pretty confident for today. I think we're going to do good against them, but
we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see what we can do. Right. Venuk says, "Hello, Sam, Jake, and Louis. How are we?" Well, I am okay, and by the grin on Louis' face, he looks very nervous, but he looks okay. Predictions are coming, Venuk, so be sure to leave your prediction in the chat, and we will get to them. And we've got the girlfriends in the chat as well. Erin's in here saying, "Hi guys, everything is working fine. Hope you all enjoy the match." Thank you, Erin. And Kira is here, who I still don't believe exists, even though Owen's now met her. But we need
Rory in disguise.
Yeah, exactly. But we need to start talking about the teams for today. So let's pop on over to Sofa Scores and we can take a look at today's lineup. So there are a few changes to the last time Chelsea played in the Champions League against Porto, where that was a sensational goal late on in the second leg. But there have been a few changes, and Chelsea have set up differently. They set up like this at the weekend, and I'm intrigued to hear what you two think to this Chelsea setup, specifically that right wing back role. But we'll run through the team anyway. So in goal we have Edouard Mendy. No surprises there, really. No surprises for me, at least. He is better than Kepa. So against the likes of Vinicius, Benzema, you need a good goalkeeper in goal. Then we have Antonio Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Andreas Christensen as the three centre-halves, with Ben Chilwell and Azpilicueta as the two wing-backs. Like I said, Azpilicueta may be a little bit of a question mark about him being as a wing-back. Isn't as quick as he once was, but I'll come to that in a short while. Then N'Golo Kante and Jorginho in central midfield. And then we have that dynamic front three, yet again, of Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic, and Timo Werner. So, Louis, what do you think well, we'll start off with Timo Werner's performance at the weekend, Louis. What did you think to that?
It was better. He got his goal, but the thing is with Timo Werner, it's like while he has these sort of like great little patches, he's never been able to keep it up really. And even through that game, the fact that we didn't win that game 2-0 was frankly shocking. The fact that he missed that shot was absolutely horrendous. But you've got to have some hope. I think Werner is a player that causes a lot of problems, regardless of whether he's creating chances or not. He does cause so many problems with his pace. The fact that he can make runs, he can really, he can cause issues. And I think not even like what we saw against West Ham, but even against Man City in the semi-final of the FA Cup. His runs were huge for us for that game. The reason I would say that we won that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Actually, Louis, that running behind is always on, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, again, I think if he can make those runs, and if Real Madrid are lacking a bit with that three at the back, then I think he could be a dangerous player today.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And like I said, Azpilicueta playing in that right back role. Jake, what do you make to Azpilicueta as a right wing back rather than the right centre back that we're used to seeing him as?
I think it's a good choice by Tuchel. I think he does have a bit of pace in him still, even though he's getting on a bit, but he still makes them dashes down the line. And I think it'll work quite well with Mount on that side, like working between them. Going attacking wise, I think it's going to work.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think he's a good crosser of the ball as well, which is very helpful for having this sort of formation. I'm looking forward to seeing N'Golo Kante back in the team playing a full 90 minutes. We always love to see Kante play 90 minutes. Hasn't had as many in sort of recent weeks, recent months, but it'll be interesting to see how he performs this evening. And then we move on to the older of the two teams. You can see there 27.7 years for Chelsea and 29.5. This is a very, very much an aging Real Madrid side with the likes of Luka Modric. I think he's 36. Toni Kroos is mid-30s now. Same with Marcelo. And so these guys are really coming to the end of their career and maybe are lacking that pace, which might be a little bit why Azpilicueta is out on that right-back role, because maybe we're looking to be more defensively sound and stop the likes of Vinicius getting in behind with their pace, and then he doesn't need as much pace to go forward. But the team they look like they're almost sort of matching us today. That could well be the case with a 3-5-2 with Thibaut Courtois starting in goal, Eder Militao starting as the right centre-back by the looks of things. We'll have to see how the three centre-halves line up to see if that is actually how they are going to line up, with Rafael Varane and Nacho Fernandez. And then this five across midfield. There is some talent in this Real Madrid midfield, with Marcelo in that left wing-back role, captain for this evening. Toni Kroos, Casemiro and Luka Modric, three of the best players in the world on their day, and one Ballon d'Or winner in there as well. And then you've got Dani Carvajal at right back. Not a bad right back to be having, if I'm brutally honest with you. That midfield to me looks potentially stronger than Chelsea's team. And then up front, they've got the young lad Vinicius Jr. still wanting to really prove himself at the top level, and Karim Benzema. What a player he is. What a player he is. Louis, what do you make to this midfield five? Are you worried about it, or is the age of this midfield five making you think, actually, I think we've got the upper hand?
Well, yeah, age maybe sort of on Chelsea's side. You got to think of the amount of talent in that midfield is unrivaled. You've got Toni Kroos, absolute. I could say the same pretty much for any of the three sort of centre midfielders there. Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Luka Modric. They're so intelligent on the ball. They are very, very good footballers. Likely to cause a lot of issues. But I think when it comes to their sort of wider players, the sort of likes of Marcelo and Dani Carvajal, I think there'd be probably less of a threat. I think Marcelo's been brought in really to try and to sort of keep checks on maybe the likes of Mason Mount, just sort of drifting a bit wide, or even sort of matching Cesar Azpilicueta. But there's no doubt that those three midfielders are going to be a big threat to Chelsea this game.
Yeah, they definitely are, and they've got that cutting edge vision. That's the best way you can describe it. That they can just see a ball that us humans can't see, and those superhumans in that midfield three, they're so adept at finding these passes. Jake, Karim Benzema has had somewhat of a renaissance since Cristiano Ronaldo has left. What do you make to Karim Benzema?
Yeah, he was just under the shadow of Ronaldo when he was there, but now he's gone to Juventus. Benzema's shone through, and he's showing how good of a player he actually is.
Sorry, I was just going to say, do you think he is is he the player to watch for you this evening?
Definitely, yeah. He's very experienced. He's a big game player. Definitely the player to watch in the Madrid side.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll just have a quick look at the bench. I can see the teams are starting to line up on my screen. Mine, Jake's, and Louis' streams are all slightly out of time at this current moment in time. So you will have to bear with us. We'll hopefully get synced up at one point, but I believe I'm slightly ahead. So you take that as what you will, don't you? So we will look at the teams. We'll look at some of the big names that are on the bench. Giroud and Tammy Abraham yet to manage to displace Timo Werner. And the other player here, Eden Hazard, on the bench. Hasn't been good since he moved to Real Madrid. Hasn't hit the heights that he hit at Chelsea. Louis, do you think Eden Hazard's going to be a problem if he does come off the bench, or are you confident enough in this Chelsea side that, number one, they know how he plays, and number two, that he isn't at the top of his form?
Well, he's maybe not be at his form. He's always a tricky player. His ability to get out of tight situations, the ability for him to hold on to the ball, it's sometimes unrivaled. He is a absolute creation genius sometimes. And let's just put it lightly. I don't think he will cause as much of an issue as maybe some people might think. However, if he does come on, he's going to be an impact sub. That I think.
I think Zidane will bring him on as an impact sub a bit later on in the game. I think he's going to want to do well against his old club, and I think he can get back to how he used to play when he was at Chelsea.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think he maybe can, but he is, 31, nearly 32 now. So we will have to wait and see. The players are just lining up at this current moment in time. We'll be listening to the Champions League song in a little while. And before we go back to the action, we're not actually at the Bernabeu tonight. We are at the second team's ground yet again with Real Madrid. But the man I am currently hovering over, Kai Havertz, he has found a little bit of form recently. Do you have full confidence in Kai Havertz, Jake, when he comes on?
Yeah, absolutely. He's, he shows how confident he is on the ball when he's played for us. He's got some good passing ability on him. I thought he should have been starting tonight, personally.
Yeah. Why is that? Where would you have played him? Would you have played him in that number 9 role that Werner's starting in tonight, or would you have played him in maybe the Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic role?
The Timo Werner number 9 role. Yeah.
Fair enough. We will. I think that's pretty much everything. Mateo Kovacic, the only player out, and I don't know, I forgot about him. Sergio Ramos, the man, the myth, the legend to some degree, is out for this evening. Does us a little bit of a favour, doesn't it? But we will get to the comments and get to the score predictions. So let me change us back to how we were in the first place. There we are. That looks better. So, Louis, score prediction for this evening.
I'm going to go with 1-1.
1-1.
I think the Chelsea away goal's on, but whether it'll be enough to win the game, I'm not quite sure.
Jake, what's your score prediction for this evening?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many goals. Both quite defensive sides. I think I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea. Oh, you've both gone with my two picks that they're going to be. You know what? I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. Jordan is in the chat. Thank you for coming back, Jordan, despite us knocking you out in the last round. But he says Real Madrid 3-1. Jordan, you're supposed to be supporting us because Real Madrid still want to be in the Super League. And Venuk also not backing the boys in blue, going with a 2-1 Chelsea win. Curly says, hoping for some Porto redemption, I see, Jordan. 2022 Champions League Final. I can see it. Don't worry. There'd be more viewers if there was Real Madrid versus Porto. Jordan, you're just upset that you're not in the stream for this evening. And we have breaking YouTube view counts there, I'm sure. Max Gamer is also in the chat. Thank you for stopping by, Max. Let us know your score prediction as well, mate. Let us know. So we are just about to get underway here at, well, it's Real Madrid's B team's stadium, isn't it? Which we'll be getting underway at for this evening. Maybe this game could be a preview of what the Super League could have been like. It maybe could have. You never know. And we are underway in the Champions League semi-final, and I have now just got really nervous as soon as the ball kicked off there. As Courtois taking a chance against his old team early on. That was a big opportunity to, maybe nick it. And Chelsea looked bright in these first few minutes, putting a high press on. I'd love to nick an early goal. I really would. Was Porto going to be in the Super League? No, they weren't. They weren't going to be in the Super League. They're not good enough. Ball over the top to Pulisic.
Porto turned down the Super League.
Yeah. I think
they did, yeah.
There we are.
I believe they were asked.
They were asked. Wow. Who'd have thought, eh? Who'd have thought? Why would we want Porto in the Super League? Max says,
better than Tottenham.
Yeah, definitely better than Tottenham and Arsenal. Max says, I think this could be a low-scoring game, but I hope not. Me too, Max. Me too. I hope it's not a low-scoring game for this evening. So we've got all of us in favour of Chelsea. You can't not back your own team, but this is the point of us being Chelsea
for me.
Yeah,
only 1-1.
Only slightly, but we are backing our team. Kraft says, "I'm scared. Not gonna lie, we're all scared. I think that is the overwhelming feeling at this current moment in time." Do you think we're going to finish in the top 4 this season? I'll leave it open to either of you. Do you reckon we'll finish in top 4? Yeah. Jake reckons yes.
Looking at our games coming up, and the point difference, I think we can do it.
Yeah. What was I going? I was just going to say something. Do you reckon we can win both? Do you reckon we can get the double this season, Louis?
FA Cup, I think we've got a very good chance. I know Leicester are definitely going to be putting up a fight, and they're going to be a tough opponent. But I think we could possibly win the FA Cup. Champions League. Let's see how tonight goes. Honestly, let's see how tonight goes. If we do come away with a result which is in our favour, then maybe I'll start to believe. But at the moment, I am not trying to get my hopes up too early.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's about dealing with that, being quietly confident, and then you don't make yourself seem like an idiot as well if you do get it wrong. Real Madrid doing some early sort of nice exchanges of the football. So maybe this will be a sign of things to come. Chelsea sitting back, maybe hitting them on the counter-attack. We have that dynamic front three, which works very nicely. Who has been your star player this season, Jake? Who do you reckon is the man who's going to unlock this Real Madrid side for us?
Sorry, Chelsea's player of the season.
Chelsea's player of the season, yeah.
Mount, definitely, 100% Mount.
Mount.
He's had some crucial goals for us so far this season. And just the way he plays, passes and dribbles, by far he's the standout player.
Yeah, he's definitely been, under Frank Lampard as well. He was one of the better players in this Chelsea side. And this season, he's really, really shown what a mature head he is on young shoulders. And as Kante nicks the ball back nicely there, but an awful pass. I thought we were going to get a counter-attack there. Max says, in a year, you will be so big, can't keep up with the comments. That's the dream, Max. That is the dream. Hopefully, when it comes to next year's semi-finals, when we're battering Real Madrid 4-0 in the semi-finals, hopefully that'll be what's happening. Jordan says, Porto turning down the Super League because we're already because they're a team of integrity, and we've already won against Chelsea and Juve, so it would be a bit boring to constantly win. I'm going to take this off when we win the Champions League. Okay. I really hope West Ham get UCL. It would be so good to see Mark Noble beating a team in midfield with Busquets. Yeah, that's the thing about West Ham. As Werner's driving forward here, Werner looks to roll it into Pulisic. Pulisic does well, though, to recover the ball into Azpilicueta. Pulisic in the box. What can he do? Pulls the ball back, falls to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell being pressured here by Carvajal. I think that's Mason Mount looking to craft a little bit of space there. And Chelsea have, they maybe had a better opportunity there. I thought something was going to come of that, but it's gone all the way back to Thiago Silva, and Chelsea are recycling the play. Yeah, I think with West Ham, I don't know. It'd be so weird to see Jesse Lingard, Mark Noble, Declan Rice, all in this weird team together in the Champions League. It'd just be strange. Do you not think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it would be very weird to see West Ham. The thing is, then, I thought that about Leicester, sort of in the Champions League, and the way that they sort of got on, and they got to the quarterfinals or something like that in their first attempt. They did incredibly well, and even in this year's Europa League, they definitely surprised me. But yeah, West Ham in the Champions League, that would actually be quite a sight to see. I'd love to see it, but whether or not Leicester will drop enough points, or even Chelsea will drop enough points for them to get in, I think is going to be a big ask. But at least they could probably, most likely look forward to Europa League football at least next year.
Yeah, it does look promising for West Ham. I do think maybe it was like with Leicester, this year they'll probably have Champions League, with last year having Europa League. I do wonder if West Ham going straight to the Champions League might have been too much of a step up for them, and maybe they would have suffered. We've seen the teams like Burnley really suffer from having the extra game load without the squad depth that the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City have. So I do wonder if they do go straight into the Champions League, if next season will take its toll and they might not finish so high up in the league. But Chelsea, with a few early warning signs here, they're getting up the field, and that's really all that we can ask, is keeping hold of the ball, trying to create a few chances, and getting up the field. Jonathan says, "Hi, Sam." Hi, Jonathan. Thank you for coming back, mate. Really appreciate it. Let's have a look. I've just missed a few comments. Max says, "Mount is so good." Curly says, as a shot goes towards, I didn't even see that because I was reading Curly's comment. Jesse Lingard with a 93rd minute penalty in the 2022 Champions League Final to beat Porto 1-0. Absolute scenes. I would love that because it'd absolutely break Jordan. I would absolutely adore that. That won't happen. You won't get past the group stage. There is two players I love from the Prem because of their personality, such cool guys, Mason Mount and James Maddison. Yeah, I think I agree with that, actually. Shah is back in the chat. Lovely to have you back, Shah. He thinks West Ham would not have got past the group stage, and he was eating his dinner. No worries. And Charlie Graves has decided to come in and say, glad to see the return of Jake the Square Air. What are your comments to Charlie, Jake?
It's good to see him in the chat. Nothing else to say to him.
You're not getting in his head tonight, Charlie. You are not getting in his head. Real Madrid playing some probing football at this current moment in time, looking for a little gap. As Mason Mount, has he fouled Eder Militao there? No, deems the referee. I thought every time I start commentating, they just end up not doing anything. Hi, you know me from Josh, View from the Stands channel. Yes, I do. I do. Thank you for stopping by. Hope Josh's stream is going well. And if you aren't already subscribed to Josh, I doubt it because he's much bigger than me. But if you aren't already, be sure to go and subscribe to Josh. So we're nearly 10 minutes in now. That has absolutely flown. And, both teams are in this game at this current moment in time. I'm not keen on this high press here. The ball's lost to Vinicius, and N'Golo Kante's got away with one there. Lovely bit of defending from Jorginho. That was a bit of a warning sign, wasn't it?
Just a bit.
Hopefully we don't make that. But Mason Mount has absolutely sent Eder Militao and now is driving into space. Luka Modric trying to catch back up with him. What can Mount do here? Looks to finesse. Pulisic! Werner! Oh, no! Timo Werner has missed from 2 yards out, and it is, to be fair, a great save from Thibaut Courtois. But Timo Werner needs to be finishing that. Mason Mount does all the hard work, driving the ball forwards. Luka Modric couldn't catch him, and Pulisic did ever so well as well. Oh, my God, Werner. That might come back to bite us on the backside in this leg.
Great work by Mason Mount there. They're running up the pitch.
Yeah, just absolutely sends him. It's just absolutely driving. I mean, like, look at the space. Maybe could have even looked for like Pulisic. Pulisic was in quite a bit of space early on, but seriously, Timo should be finishing that. I know Courtois has got down there. He's saved it. And
just watching the replay again.
Just hit it.
Just smack it as hard as you can, man. Just don't. Honestly, Pulisic does so well, and all Werner needs to do is just smack it anywhere. Like, I think I'd almost prefer him to rattle it against the crossbar and just have absolutely leathered it. But
yeah, he side-footed that. He should be putting his laces through that from that distance, because I know Timo Werner's had some howlers, but he's not missing from there, surely.
Surely. Oh my gosh, how did he miss that? He's so bad. Rip Werner. You can have Real Madrid. If you can have one Real Madrid player to join Chelsea next season, who would you pick? Jake, off you go.
One Real Madrid player?
Yeah, to join Chelsea.
Oh. I'd say Vinicius Jr.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Aspilicueta looks to put the ball into Werner. Oh, he just can't get on the end of it. Oh, that was another golden opportunity. If he'd have got his foot on the end of that. Sorry, Jake. We'll come back to you in a second. Oh, my God. Why would you take Vinicius, Jake?
Sorry, one second. I'm just trying to get my stream back up.
All right. We'll go to Louis. Then. We'll come back to you. We'll go to Louis. Louis, who would you take? I
would bring back the Almighty. I'd bring back in Hazard. get him back in the Premier League. Honestly, I think even in sort of the system we play, if Hazard was playing in, maybe where, Christian Pulisic is currently, playing, or even where sort of Mason Mount was, I think he could be absolutely lethal, and especially, his sort of ability to create chances. I think Timo Werner would be flying with the amount of sort of the amount of players that Hazard could provide. But I think I could also see Jake's point of Vinicius Jr. I think while he's still young and he's still developing, I think he will be a very good player in the future. He's definitely one to look out for.
Yeah, totally agree. Chelsea playing some really, really probing football at the minute. Really asking questions of Real Madrid. They've got themselves another corner here. There was some lovely passages of play, and N'Golo Kante managing to push further forward up the pitch. I'll watch this corner come in, and then we'll get back to why Jake wants Vinicius at Chelsea. Mason Mount is over the corner. He dummied to fake that one brilliantly. Mason Mount whips the ball in. Can anyone get their head on it? And it is cleared by the Real Madrid defence. Jake, why are you going for Vinicius?
I think we need a player like him. Actually, I'm going to change my mind to Kroos. I think we need someone like Kroos in that midfield role for Chelsea. Someone a bit like Jorginho, but a bit better than Jorginho.
Someone like Jorginho, but better. And Kante has been all over this game so far, causing lots of issues as he drives out yet again. At what point did Chelsea give up on Werner? Never, Curly. We will never give up on Timo Werner, even if my voice nearly broke from me shouting his name there. Werner for man of the match for Real Madrid. No surprises there.
I just say
Turbo Timo, but there's opportunity here for Christian Pulisic. Takes it round. Yes, 1-0. Christian Pulisic. He's taking it round. Oh, he's taking it round. Thibaut Courtois and smacked it into the top of the net. Come on. 1-0 Chelsea. Christian Pulisic does it himself this time. Sees Timo Werner in the box and just gives up on it. He just goes, you know what? I'm not giving it to Werner this time. I'm having it myself. And emphatically finishes it into the roof of the net. It was Rudiger played a lovely ball over the top. We might have to see if that is offside, but it looked on, and Pulisic does all the rest and just slots it in, bounces off I believe that's Varane's shoulder as it goes in. But very well played by Christian Pulisic, channeling his inner Eden Hazard. And we will just have to wait to see if there is no problems with VAR there, because I feel like...
That is very onside.
Yeah, it looks onside.
For me, it looked onside, but you never know.
Oh, yeah, Miles onside. Yeah. Miles, he's the opposite side of Nacho Fernandez. Yeah. Awful defending from Nacho Fernandez there. Really awful defending. I'm trying to get through all the comments. Too much is happening, but that's not a bad thing. Carry on like this. So Chelsea have got their away goal. They've got their away goal brilliantly. Werner has played good for Germany. He has Turbo Timo time. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. If you had the choice to bring one player from any club in the world, who would it be, Louis?
Oh, that's just asking who our transfer target is. I don't know. I think I'd like Haaland. I'd like Haaland at Chelsea.
I like Haaland.
I'd want him at Chelsea. I'd like to see him at Chelsea. I think he would probably do a lot better than what Timo's done so far.
Oh my God, Chelsea always looking for this ball over the top, really causing problems. Yeah, I think you'd be a fool not to want Eden Hazard, Erling Haaland in your team. Jake, who would you go for? You can't pick Erling Haaland. I mean, we might let you off if you do pick him, but who would you pick for Chelsea if you could?
Oh, anyone, I'll go with Mbappe then.
All right, so we're having Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe up front with each other. Brilliant. Looks like nothing. Not long until the Blues score. What a prediction that was, Max. I'm just getting through this. What a prediction that was. And then his next comment, his goal. Pulisic, unless he's ahead of us and he's making us seem silly. Ball whipped in here by Ben Chilwell. Rudiger under it, cleared again by Real Madrid. I think we're not going to have too much joy from corners this evening. Jake, Real or Chelsea to get through?
Chelsea, 100%.
There we are. I'm trying to get through these comments. You guys, please stop typing. We done it, baby, says Kraft. Absolutely. Was Vinicius the one that did the... No, that's a different Vinicius. That's a different Vinicius. We're talking about the good Vinicius, not Spurs' Vinicius. Not the bad Vinicius. Halftime game. There will be a halftime game. No cheats. We're thinking maybe we do it. Jake and Louis, Paddy, against you guys. Maybe we'll do that. So these two both select an individual answer of their own, and they will put it in the private chat, and then you guys have to guess. Both of theirs, and we will see what the end score is. So we'll do it that way. Chelsea dominance, it really is, Max, at this current moment in time. Chelsea are absolutely dominating. 2-0 half-time, says Kraft. Where's Ollie? Hope you well. He's through in the other room, currently enjoying a nice takeaway. So that's where he is. Very promising signs from Chelsea early on. I think we need to... The longer we keep this I know this is going to sound stupid, but the longest we keep Real Madrid at bay, the better it is in the sense of it builds confidence, because we haven't seen Madrid attack yet. And Chelsea, well, Kante specifically, has made a mistake when it comes to passing. So it's going to be interesting the next sort of 10, 15 minutes of this game to see whether or not Chelsea can hold on if Madrid start to attack. But I've been very, very impressed with Chelsea so far. Always looking for that ball over the top at this current moment in time, as Karim Benzema is holding up the play on this right-hand side. Luka Modric with a dodgy touch, though, there. Werner needs to switch on a little bit if we're going to win today. Do you reckon Werner's going to get a goal today, guys? What do you reckon?
Not for that miss earlier. I don't know. I really don't know, actually. It's if we're playing the balls over the top like we were, like if that ball from Rudiger went to Werner, do you reckon that was going to go in? I don't think. I personally wouldn't say it was going to go. That would have ended in the same way.
But the thing is, because he's sliding in rather than kicking it, he has less control over his legs, so he can't mess it up. So that's why it might have gone in, because he had less control over the ball, and it was more just the gravity doing it, or the pace of the ball, should I say? But
yeah,
Madrid are really struggling, I think, with this 3 up front. I don't think going 3 at the back has been very successful for them so far.
No, do they usually play 3 at the back, do they, Madrid?
No, I think they usually play with a 4 at the back, or
and three in midfield.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's more of a 4-3-3, but I don't really know. Let's scroll up. I've missed a load. Well, they watch football every day, so they would easily win. Goal in 10 minutes, says Kraft. He's going for a goal in 10 minutes. I like the positivity. Mount to score in 10 minutes. So we'll have to come back to that. That will be a legendary comment. What if Tuchel got PSG to the final and then gets Chelsea in one again against PSG? That is something that I've not really clocked onto, actually. That's a very good point, Max. Tuchel versus ex-Tuchel. Wow. That's going to be interesting. What do you think, Louis?
Oh, God. Honestly, I feel better if we were playing City. But I think, if Tuchel was to come against, I mean, I'm not counting my chickens, too early here. It's only 1-0 and we've got 70 minutes to play in another game. But I think a final against PSG could be very interesting. I think that would, I think it'd be certainly one that Tuchel will want to win, maybe give that extra motivation. But, oh, God.
So, two managers that both lost in the Champions League final because Pochettino lost with Spurs a couple of years ago.
So they both know how it feels, but one of them will have to get there first. If it gets to that, huge if. We've got the serial winner in Zinedine Zidane on the bench. Paddy asked, did Ollie win the Chelsea versus Brighton one? Paddy, you're going to have to go have a look and see. You'll just have to scroll to an hour in and find out. I can't remember. I think Ollie did win, though.
I think he did,
I feel like Ollie hasn't lost yet, and Ollie can't lose. So,
well, when he's putting the answers like G-Sun Park, that would really irritate me.
I think the comments won that one. I think we did all or nothing in one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Smash me.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm so lost as well. Paddy, you're going to have to find out. 6 days. It wasn't even Ollie who was on. Who was on? Was it you, Louis? Were you on? Pulisic driving again. Yeah, it was Louis. There we are.
I said Ollie did win the comments because he was the one putting in the answers for the comments.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. I was like, why do I think Ollie was on that one? It was Louis.
No, it was. That's what I'm saying. Because when I'm putting in what I think are absolutely amazing answers. Players who'd won the title under Fergie at United, and I'd go, G-Sun Park, no one's going to think of G. And then Ollie comes, the only person who says it is Ollie.
Yeah, ball rolled into Vinicius here. Benzema looks to open up, shoots, rattles the post from about 30 yards out. That was a warning sign for Chelsea. Ooh, a very, very good effort. I mean, that shows his quality, doesn't it? But I guess this is going to sound strange to say, but Mendy will be happy to have shots from there all day. He's going to have to come up with a worldie Benzema if he's going to come up with anything. And he has hit the post from about 30 yards out there. Benzema post. No Benzema, you idiot. And Kante is on the attack. Kante, can he thread it through to Werner? Werner, he's over at the pass for Werner. Oh, Kante, man. I'm sorry, I'm lost. What are you lost about, Shah? What are you lost about? I'm so confused. And Kraft is still scared.
Oh. So that pass from Kante would have been a lot better if it would have been on if Werner hadn't come to a complete stop because he was going to be offside.
Yeah, he just needed to play it a little bit earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, he did need to. I was looking at that drill and I was like, come on, Kante, you need to play him a bit early because he had to completely halt his run, otherwise he was just going to storm offside.
Just watching that strike from Benzema again. That is some strike.
Look at Jorginho.
It was on in what? I thought it was Ollie who was on guest. It was Louis. I have no clue what? I thought it was Ollie who was on as guest. But it was Louis. Yeah, it was Louis. Getting N'Golo Kante again, driving up this right-hand side.
Yeah.
Kante is leading most of our charges. It's a shame that he can't actually kick a ball. He can only defend it. Rolls it into Pulisic. Pulisic gives it to Chilwell. Chilwell with a right-footed shot. And I think Mason Mount has left that because he thought he was offside. And I've just remembered that I need to change the banner at the bottom because it is not 0-0. It is, as Venuk says in the chat that I've just seen, it is 1-0 to Chelsea thanks to a Christian Pulisic goal. No way Chelsea are winning. Just came back from dinner. Great to have you back, Venuk. Great to have you back. And Paddy's not a Real fan. I know, Paddy, you're a Tottenham fan. You are a Tottenham fan. And Shah can't type. I know you can't, Shah. But here we are. The wonderful little community which we have growing here. So, I don't know how many likes and how many subscribers and stuff like that are, but we're on 13 viewers. So if there is anyone new, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, help me move towards that 300 goal. Been mental in recent weeks, especially that FA Cup weekend has been absolutely mental. And I'm just about to finish my dissertation as well. So there'll be plenty more coming from me. So there'll be plenty more to get on with on this channel. So I haven't quite extended my dissertation like you, Jake.
I got a 4-month extension on that.
He did, Louis. He got a 4-month. He was messaging.
Got until Monday.
He was messaging our group chat like, "Oh yeah, I wrote 50 words today. I'm really pleased."
I was very proud of that.
I wrote 1,300 words yesterday because I've only got till Monday to get mine done.
Yeah, I've got mine due in Friday, but I'm pretty much there or thereabouts. Would you rather England win the World Cup or Chelsea win the Champions League? England win the World Cup, easy. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I think winning the World Cup is much easier. Werner's form since he joined Chelsea has been like Timo Turner.
Timo Turner.
Max is doing some legendary comments here.
I know, Max. That is gonna. I wish I could. Can I pin it from here? I don't think I can pin it. Oh, that's annoying. That is. I can't pin it. I'll have to pin it in a little bit. I'd rather jump into the sea. I'm assuming that's the Chelsea win the Champions League. As Vinicius picked up a yellow card 25 minutes in. How long ago did was it? Yeah, how long ago was the 10 minutes to the goal prediction? Who said that? It's coming up in a minute according to Kraft.
He's got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's coming up in a minute. It was 18 minutes past that he commented it. And we are currently on 27 minutes past. So, next couple of minutes, according to Kraft. Next couple of minutes. If he gets this bang on, imagine. Free kick to Chelsea, though, thanks to a Vinicius Junior foul. The first booking of the game. But Chelsea have been impressed with, especially this man on the ball here, Christian Pulisic, driving forward. Key theme of Chelsea's play has been those drives from midfield. And, Pulisic and Mount look so confident on the ball, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Like, going forwards, Chelsea have really looked dangerous. And those two have really been the playmakers and been so crucial, as well as Kante as well. We shouldn't probably ignore the role that Kante's played in Chelsea's attacks in this game. But, it's amazing that, Mount is so young and, Pulisic is only really sort of coming into his own, as a player. It's just amazing how much confidence these guys have, especially when coming up against, arguably one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, exactly. They really do look full of confidence at the minute, the two of them. And like I said earlier, old heads or mature heads on young shoulders in this Chelsea side. There's a lovely ball whipped in there. Oh, and Benzema, what a finish that is from Karim Benzema to make it 1-1. And, there was a goal. I mean, it was not the goal we wanted, but Karim Benzema has made it 1-1 after 28 minutes. A very good finish that. It was a cross that came in, headed back across goal, and he's just brought it down fantastically. Modric rolled the ball into Marcelo. Marcelo pinged the ball over to, is that
Is that
Militao?
offside?
It's Casemiro at the back post. They will be checking that for offside.
Yeah, it looks offside to me.
He might be offside.
This could
there.
be close.
It will be. It will go right down to the wire if this is. But it is an excellent finish from Benzema. Don't take any credit away for the Benzema finish.
He's a finish and a half.
That just shows why he's been Real Madrid's number one striker for the last 5
and
or 6 years.
it has stood. It has stood. And
Pulisic is just about keeping him on.
Yeah, just about. So there we are. We've got 16 comments. Please be offside. That looks offside. It does look offside, but it isn't offside. And Real Madrid have equalised. And, well, really with their first opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a set piece. It's one of those sort of things that can happen. But it was just a bit of a scramble. Chelsea looked a bit, it just seemed to just completely forget that Benzema was there for a sec. The fact that he was able to, bring the ball down and then just put so much power into that hit. It was so well sort of done by Benzema. Absolute quality finish.
Just looking at that replay, maybe questions about Mendy. Maybe he should have stuck an arm up or done something, as he got lots of pressure on him there. But it almost, Jake, this is going to sound really strange, but it almost looked like something that we'd come up with in heads and volleys, didn't it? Yeah,
there's the way he took a touch up and volleyed it. Yeah, definitely. But I think Mendy couldn't have done much better there. I think it was just too powerful, too quick for him to react, I think.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't have the pressure like we do with heads and volleys, having to try and save everything because you don't want to be red-assed.
Exactly. But, a lot more pressure when we do that.
But there we are. Why is Paddy putting "Come on, you Spurs"? Paddy. I'm going to start.
Lost the Carabao Cup final. God.
I know. I am going to start creating the halftime show for you guys. I keep watching that finish, and honestly, it is a phenomenal finish by Karim Benzema. If you are going to watch a goal tonight, watch that one because, it's not from miles out, but it is an exquisite finish from Karim Benzema. So, corner whip going to be whipped in here by Mason Mount. Mason Mount, better ball in this time, but straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. Do you think we've missed Thibaut Courtois? I'll leave this open to either of you. Do you think we've missed him as Vinicius Junior? Hang on, before you answer that, is breaking up the field, squaring up to Ben Chilwell, rolls it out to, I think that's Danny Carvajal. Carvajal out to Benzema. Benzema puts a ball in, looking for Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, can he get a shot off? Yes, he can. Looks to bend one, and it's gone just wide. Do you think we've missed Thibaut Courtois?
Not anymore. I think the first season, definitely, without him, we missed him. But with Mendy in the team now, I don't think we're missing him anymore.
What do you think, Louis?
Courtois, when he was, he did have some very good seasons at Chelsea, but I think he did get a bit questionable maybe in his final season at Chelsea. But I think just like Jake said, I think we did miss him, with, Kepa's first season really not being particularly brilliant. And then sort of having Mendy now come in, sort of the clean sheets are starting to rack up now. While he may not be, I don't think Edouard Mendy is still at the sort of the best at his ability. He's definitely doing his job like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I've just noticed Paddy Spence-Lewis is now in the chat chatting to Paddy Stewart because they're both called Paddy and they both support Spurs. Brilliant. At least Sporting United is better than Sporting Spurs. I don't think either is really, Benuk. And Carl is in the chat. Hello, Madrid. Really, I knew you were going to do that, Carl. I knew you were going to come in. I knew you were going to come in as soon as Chelsea conceded. He was proper beefing me and Josh's stream last night, calling Chelsea bad, and I was absolutely like, they were throwing out the fishing rod, they were throwing out the bait, and I was just reeling it in and biting at it. So it was fun. I'm trying to think of some topics for this evening. 33 minutes in we are now. Chelsea have managed to get back on the ball after a little bit of pressure there from Real Madrid. So managed to calm it down a little bit. Hopefully, last time I said Chelsea have calmed it down, we ended up conceding 2 in extra time or in stoppage time, and then Chelsea lost 5-2. So I've been wrong before, and I will definitely be wrong again. Hopefully, Chelsea don't get a player sent off tonight.
You just cursed it though.
Yeah, I know. English. Oh, and I was gonna say it out loud, but then I'd just give it away.
Madrid are picking up the pace here, though. Like since that goal, they've really looked a bit more,
a
little bit more dangerous. Like
Yeah,
I was hoping when we went 1-0 up, I was kind of hoping for a second that like another goal here would be a little bit more.
Oh, but Kante driving up, rolled it into Pulisic. Pulisic again looking for that cross across the box. Has been defended well at the front post. Looks again for Werner, just too high for Timo Werner there, for tiny Timo.
Why can't Timo Werner be like 4 inches taller? Like,
if that was Tammy or Giroud, that's in. My guy Paddy, the Paddies are sticking up for each other. That's great to have both Spurs fans on the stream. Yeah, all 2 of Spurs' fans on the stream. Nice one, Dan. Paddy will be back for the halftime quiz. No worries, mate. Only the best English right backs against Madrid. Sorry, Paddy. Paddy Stewart is criticising you. 30 likes, Sam. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thank you for the 30 likes. Thank you. Really appreciate that. That helps me. No end. 35 minutes in, though. Looking at those stats, are very even at 52% for Real Madrid possession. Werner switched off there for some reason. I don't know why he switched off there. But very even so far for both teams. And N'Golo Kante has actually been really driving this Chelsea attack. And I didn't expect to see it today, but him, Mount and Christian Pulisic are driving forward and really causing this Real Madrid team some problems.
Yeah, it's not something we're used to seeing from. Well, we know N'Golo Kante he's usually very good on the ball, but especially sort of into this system that we've been playing, he's not sort of attacks rarely do come from these sort of holding midfielders unless it's maybe like the likes of Mateo Kovacic, playing. But no, I've been very impressed with Kante. I know a few of his passes have been a little bit misplaced, but it's not been all doom and gloom.
Yeah, it's not. And Thiago Silva there having a long-range effort. Managed to win a corner. Looks like a FIFA tactic, that one. Blast it into the box, so headers are OP. Can we see a header OP here? No, cleared by Casemiro. Jorginho goes up in the air again. Christensen, flicks it on. I'm hoping for a goal before half-time. That's what I am hoping for. Player of the Champions League so far, asks Curly.
Oh,
that is a tough question.
Yeah, it's a hard question, that.
I wonder if you have to go for Erling Haaland just because of the goals per game ratio. Oh, what a tackle that is from Pulisic has got booked. Brilliant. Just as I say, what a tackle that is. He gets booked for a foul on Marcelo. I thought that was a half-decent tackle. From behind, though, so that's the problem there. I would go Curly, because these two aren't really giving you much to go off. I would go for, I'd say Mbappe has been phenomenal. Haaland has obviously been phenomenal. The goals per game ratio has been mint. Giroud as well has been phenomenal when he has played in the Champions League, but he's not played enough. So that's why you can't really give it to him. But I haven't really seen much of the other English sides because I've always been focusing on Chelsea and of the other side. So, and as Chelsea have been playing, when they've been playing each of their teams, they've won, haven't they, other than that game against Porto. Or they've prevailed. It's hard to say for me, but I'm sure these two will come up with an answer soon.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a Man City player, but I can't think who's been the standout player for them.
Foden's been good, to be fair.
Foden, yeah.
Oh, Jude Bellingham as well. Bellingham's been great in the Champions League. He really has. Real Madrid equals Dirty Tackle FC. Liverpool fans will tell you that. They won't stop crying over it either. Yeah, and just confirmation there that Christian Pulisic has picked up a booking himself. So, I mean, I was going to say he was going to be on eggshells, but he's not really. He's not really going to make any more tackles unless it's last ditch, and then he'll be getting booked anyway. So we are a few minutes away here from half-time. We are 5 minutes away here from half-time. I can see the chat is just chatting with each other, so that is absolutely fine. We'll wait until they've got some... We'll wait until they've got some questions for us rather than just bantering among them. But I love to see the banter. I love to see the banter. Nacho Fernandez, I didn't realise he was that tall. He looked absolutely massive there running past Werner. But a lovely ball over the top to Vinicius. Vinicius tries to pull it back to Marcelo. Marcelo slips and Kante manages to get in. Kante rolls it into Pulisic. Pulisic looked like he'd been fouled there, and he has got the foul off Toni Kroos. Maybe a bit of a quiet game, actually, for Toni Kroos so far. I don't know what you think, but it's not really been... Well, I've not really seen the most of Toni Kroos so far.
No, he's not stood out at all, really, all game.
Yeah, he's been a bit of a quiet one. We were talking about this three in midfield, to begin, the five in midfield, the beginning of the stream. And honestly, Kroos has definitely been one of those players who's kind of been sort of quiet within that that midfield five. And it's kind of natural, when you have that many players, in the liners.
Well defended there by Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Defended. And then N'Golo Kante has managed to get Christian Pulisic through here. We're 3-on-3. Timo Werner. He's pulled it a bit too far out. Werner has an effort. I mean, he's got some conviction with that, but he's taken himself too wide there. He really has. He's taken himself too wide. And maybe the opportunity to roll the ball into Mason Mount, who was absolutely busting a gut to get up there. But
I think he passed that a bit too early there to Werner.
Yeah, I think
he held up a bit longer.
Yeah, I think he needed to drive through that midfield a bit more.
I've switched my streaming. I've gone from being 30 seconds behind to about 5 seconds in front. It's really, it's really
I was about 30 seconds behind. I've switched and I think I'm level with Sam now.
Oh, sweet. There we are. So Louis now ahead. Here's Mason Mount. Mason Mount rolls it in to, I think that's Ben Chilwell. Kante. Again, Kante's everywhere tonight. Not even defensively, attacking-wise, he is everywhere tonight. Moving the play on, moving the play forward. Looks like a great addition to this Chelsea side if he can keep pushing the Chelsea attack, if he can keep that going. A different side to N'Golo Kante. Maybe we can get a goal off him that isn't against Manchester United. That'd be the dream. That really would be. Here's Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, he's looking for a ball over the top. You can see that on Thiago Silva's face. You saw him look up there and he was looking for that ball over the top. Sam, where do you see Chelsea in 5 years? I don't know. It depends on, because we've got a very young squad at the minute. It depends on Werner and Havertz. If they can start performing and scoring consistently, then I think we can be in more Champions League semi-finals. But it's that, and finding a replacement defenders, because our defence is not old, because Azpilicueta is only 31. Thiago Silva is obviously old, but we need to find those replacement defenders who are going to offer that experience, but yet still be quite young. So a Matthijs de Ligt or someone like that, if we could bring someone like that in, then I really think we can push in the Champions League for years to come. But at the minute, I don't think we'll win the Champions League. For, if we don't win it this time around, I don't think we'll win it in the next 5 years. And I don't think we'll win the Premier League for at least 3. I don't know what you two think to that.
So the problem with Chelsea is even when we do go on to win the league, it's rare that then the next season do we then keep up that form and push on again. We haven't really seen that since Jose Mourinho left. You think of the last 3 times that we've won the Premier League, 2010, and then it sort of went downhill and sort of under Ancelotti, and then again in 2015, Jose then had possibly one of the worst seasons I think we've ever seen from Chelsea in recent times. And then the season under Conte, after he won the league, it was like it was disappointing. But with Chelsea being so up and down, it's nice to see this current Chelsea squad just seems to be sort of growing slowly. It's slowly but surely, year on year, we seem to be getting a bit more competitive, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, this trend continues. But I think, like you said, I don't see us winning the Premier League next year. I think that will have to come in a few years' time, and I think this year is definitely our best shot for a Champions League. And yeah, if we don't win it this year, I can definitely then again see it being quite a few years before we get at least the semi-finals again.
Yeah, anything to add, Jake?
Yeah, I think Premier League, give it at least another 3 years, because it's taken some time for this team to really bond and work well together. You're starting to see it now, how well they are actually playing together. Like bringing in like the youngsters and the new signings. I think it'll take a couple of years for them properly gel and to work well and possibly win the league.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just read through the comments and then we will get on to the halftime show. So make sure, guys, you are commenting and ready to take down both Jake and Louis for today's, I guess, pointless game. Hey, pronounce my name. I honestly, Louis, do you want to give it a go?
No, I'm good.
I think it's Kajan. That's what I'm going for, Kajan. But I don't know if that's right, but who knows? Max in the championship. Let's see if there's any comments that are actually for us, guys. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like there are. They're all just bantering each other at this current moment in time. So the comments, we need you guys to let us know. It is halftime. It is 1-1. Benzema and Pulisic on the score sheets for both teams. We need to get you guys to let us know when you are ready for the halftime show. I might text Ollie to see if we can get someone in here, just to make sure that there's some friendly competition. I don't know why, but that shirt Louis is wearing reminds me of something you would wear in a hospital, is what Max has just said.
I like it. I got it today.
Right, there we are. See if Ollie will come on. So, are we all ready for the halftime show? Max is ready. So, Max is giving us the go-ahead. So, we will start off with the first round. So, I will do, as always, a little bit of explaining. So, this time it is Jake versus Louis versus the comments. You guys in the comments section. That was like clockwork, that, wasn't it? The idea of this game is, guys, these two are going to come up with the player that they think you guys won't be able to guess, the most obscure player. If you guys guess the obscure player, then you guys win. But if Jake and Louis don't have their guesses picked, then Jake and Louis win. So is that all clear for you guys? I can see a few people commenting. Evening, June. Thank you for stopping by, June. Appreciate it. And we've got a fair few people. We can't use Google. No, we can't. No, we can't share. That defies the point. That defies the point. I only let these two make sure that their answer is correct before we do it. So, are you guys ready for the first round? Louis looks so... Louis, you look more nervous for this than you did for the actual game.
Oh, no, I just only get absolutely humiliated again. It was awful.
Right, I'm taking that as Louis is ready. Here we go. So, name a Real Madrid Champions League winner between 2010 and 2020. So, a player who played in either of the three Champions League squads. I'm not going to tell you what year it is. You two have got to come up with one. Leave it in the private chat for us, and you can go for the same person if you want. You can put both of your eggs in one basket, but that is up to you. That is up to you. you've got to come up with someone. And the comments, make sure you get going. Jake, Louis, don't look at the comments because otherwise it's pointless anyway. Because if you end up typing one of the comments ones, that will be pointless. So I can see the comments are going up. I can see there's 19, 22 comments. They're absolutely flying in for you. So
right,
10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. What?
Oh, I've got to I'm typing on my phone, so this is going to look really dodgy from my camera.
That's
fine. I'm going to be like tapping the screen near the camera.
That's fine. Right, 10 more seconds for you two. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neither of you have put anything in there.
Sorry.
For God's sake. Right, they've both put something. Here we go. Let's have a look through.
Too obvious.
Let me scroll all the way up. We have got Varane, Ronaldo, Isco, Ronaldo, Reguilon, Cruz, Courtois, Ronaldo. I think we've said Ronaldo, guys. Kroos, Modric, James Rodriguez, Carvajal, Ronaldo. We've said Ronaldo. Shari's repeatedly saying Ronaldo. Benzema, Ronaldo again, says Crab. Curly's gone with Buffon. Nacho, Robbie Savage, says Paddy. Ariola, Casillas, Bale, Pepe, Ronaldo, Pepe. I will give you guys in the comments 15 more seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Max, don't guess Mark Noble. Guess someone proper. Oh, for God's sake. Now Paddy's put Mark Noble as well. This game is going to pot. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are stopping on Crafts Tony Kroos. And because you guys faffed about not actually putting more than just Ronaldo and Benzema, I do believe that Jake and Louis have both stolen the first round. Jake, Louis, would you like to reveal what your player was?
Yeah, I went for Kovacic.
Oh, what a player.
And I went for Angel Di Maria, because I thought that'd be fairly obvious.
I thought mine was obvious too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought when I saw them both. But here is the scoreboard. So Jake and Louis are both 1-0 up against the comment.
I'm not getting done over this week.
Not being whitewashed this time. So the comments, next time you need to be actually concentrating and giving proper guesses. Otherwise you will be whitewashed and then you guys have to do a forfeit. So we'll move on to the next round, which is English Champions League winners, as in players. So they've got to be an English player who has won the Champions League. So whoever you want, get commenting English Champions League winners. And Jake, Louis, put it in the chat for me. I already have one. Wow, that was quick. Oh, you've got them both. You've both got them. Wow. That was very quick. Comments, get going. I'm going to have a drink whilst you guys get typing.
I'm going to make sure I'm fine.
Yeah, Louis, they're both right.
Oh, that's right. So.
Yeah.
Making sure.
That's good. That's a good answer, by Louis.
Right, we've got Peter Crouch, Henderson, Harry Kane, Trent, Beckham, Milner, Rooney, Alexander-Arnold, Lampard, Rooney, Fowler, Gerrard, Trent. Can we move away from Liverpool players? Kimmich isn't English. Neither's Muller. English Champions League winners, Venuk. That's the key part here. Paddy put they're not English, you mug. Oh god. Venuk, people who aren't German, they've got to be English. That is the criteria for today. You've got 30 seconds, guys. You have 30 seconds. And if you're nowhere near getting it, I will narrow it down to give them an opportunity. Petr Cech. Jordan, Petr Cech isn't English. He's Czech Republic. We wish they were English. Exactly. Whoops. Jeez, I'm done. Come on, guys. Let's get some more answers in. Otherwise, this is going to be a whitewash. Louis and Jake are just going to absolutely have stormed it. What's the score? You're currently losing. So you're currently both losing to both of them. Venux says, allow me, I haven't slept. Ignore me, says Jordan. Come on, get some more answers going, guys. Get some more answers. Jordan Spence message retracted. Carragher, there we are. There's another person. Paddy, come on, man.
Roy Hodgson.
He might have, to be fair, he might have won it in his playing days, but come on, Paddy. Right, I'm giving you 15 more seconds. It's going to end up probably going to a double or nothing at this rate. Shah says, Sturridge. Curly only had Peter Crouch. Just name some English footballers. Curly. That's all you have to do. And then if they've won it, then you might have limited it. Right. I have not won the Champions League. Not yet. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to finish on Scholes because the next one was Hazard and he is Belgian. So I believe one of you, your answer has been picked. Would you like to reveal who it is?
I put Daniel Sturridge.
Daniel Sturridge, which means, well, what do we do now? What do we do? I'll give the comments a half point. That's what we'll do. We'll give the comments a half point because they've taken down one of you. Or should we just give them a full point? What do you reckon, guys? We'll give them a full point. Go on, we'll be lenient. We'll be lenient.
Jake's got to get a point as well.
Yeah, Jake gets a point as well. So Jake is currently 2-1 up. And so it falls down to the third one. And I mean, I guess, Jake, the power is in all your hands here. Obviously, this one could decide it anyway. We could end up with you losing and Jake and Louis and the I don't even know why I said that. I've never called you that ever. And Louis in the comments stealing. So for the next round, Jake, if you do win, you need to be on it. You need to be. All right. You need to decide. Well, if you're going to go to double or nothing, if we do get to this stage. So the final round, guys, is a 2019 Ballon d'Or nominee. Someone who was nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 2019. Like I said, comment section, you cannot search for this. But Jake and Louis, if you do want to confirm, then make sure you confirm it and make sure that it is there. We're getting a few people commenting. Only half. Calm down.
I'm trying to think of something that's still not completely obvious.
Yeah. Paddy put Ben Me.
Ben Me.
Right, I'll give you two 10 more seconds. 10, 9.
Yep, typing,
8,
typing.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They have both put their things in. Let me see who they've got. Right, here we are. Here we are. Ollie Hopewell has not been nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 2019, not to my knowledge, but we have. Oh my God, there's so many to go through. Messi, Ronaldo, mapped. I'm guessing that was supposed to be Mbappe. Van Dijk, Ter Stegen, Griezmann, Kane, Mbappe, Griezmann, Neuer, Ter Stegen, Ronaldo, Ben Mee, Virgil van Dijk, Mane, Neymar, Messi, Mane, Salah, De Gea, Salah, De Jong, Phil Jones, Alisson, Son, Silva, Ben Mee, Messi, Virgil, Mane, Ollie Hopewell, Firmino, Tadic, Suarez, Kane, Aguero, Griezmann, Son, Ben Mee again. Stop it, Paddy. Pulisic, Louis, Mahrez, Lloris, Koulibaly. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Oh, sorry, we'll give you 15 more seconds because of stream delay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are finishing on Aiden 1, 2, 3 with Lionel Messi. So, Jake, did you see your player get picked there?
I think I did hear him. My player.
Who was your player?
De Jong, Frankie De Jong.
Frankie De Jong. And Louis, who did you pick?
I picked Tadic.
Tadic and De Jong, which means we've got a bit of a dilemma here. Do we just give it 1 point?
Oh, yeah.
Or do we give them 2 points because they've taken both of you down?
It's your
Probably
game,
2
Sam.
points. It's your game, but
I
up to
think we
you.
give them 1 point and then we have a final decider. So that would make it Jake 2, Louis 1, the comments 1. The players are just about to come out. I need to come up with another topic to come up with. And I'm assuming that will be okay with the comments. 2 points, 1 point per win of. Now I'm giving you one. Because Louis is on 1. So we'll do the final round as double points. Let me think. Let's try to do something Real Madrid and Chelsea related. Ooh. Here we are.
I don't think you revealed who I put for the English Champions League winner.
Do we not? He said Bertrand.
No.
It was an easy dub.
Ryan Bertrand.
Right, here we go. So the final round is, it doesn't have to be tonight's squad, but a member of the Chelsea or Real Madrid squad. So it can be anyone who has featured in any competition for the first team this season. Comments, you can get going.
Oh no, I was about to type in the actual chat.
That would have been brilliant. That would have been brilliant. The players are coming back out. This is crunch time, both in the Champions League and in our competition. I can see there's 31 comments. Jeez. Let me scroll up. I can see who's not put in the chat. Which one of you am I waiting on?
Sorry.
Jake.
Yeah, you better be. Sorry, Jake. You better be. So the final round is double points. Whoever wins this round.
Oh wait, Sam, is that allowed? Who I put? Because they're not. Oh,
Have they played this year?
Yeah.
If they've played, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine. Right, here we go. Huddersfield Town goal scorers. There would be none of them, Jordan. Here we go. Abraham, Mendy, Billy Gilmore. The game has got back underway for Chelsea. Ramos. This is so many. Ramos, Kepa, Benzema, Mount, Pulisic, Vinicius. Oh my God, my stream keeps loading. I need to get back up to where I was. Ben Chilwell, Vinicius, Mendy, Nacho, Varane, Kepa, Pulisic, Benzema, Kante, Ferland, Messi, Marcelo, Kante, James. God, I genuinely thought they meant Kanye then. Silva, Kante, Mount, Cruz, Odrizola, Mount, Ben Me, Paddy, really. Vinicius, Silva, Reece James. We will give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will take no more from Shaz Jorginho. So we had, let me scroll up. Where did I get to? Mendy, Oyarzabal. I didn't think he played for Real Madrid. Isco, Gilmore, Aspilicueta, Christensen, Werner, Courtois, Kepa, Aspilicueta, Rudiger, Tino Angerin. Good shout, that one, Shah. Thinking outside the box there. Fernandez, Varane, Giroud. Great suggestion, Jordan. Curly, stop looking up to Jordan. Werner, Giroud, Emerson, Trent. What? Cesar Aspilicueta, Cruz, Willy Caballero, Christensen, and Jorginho. So, I have just seen Jake's answer come in after the time in Martin Erdegaard. And I don't think they said Louis' answer either.
I didn't see it.
I don't think so.
No, they didn't say Rodrigo. So, the overall winner of today's game goes to Jake. Congratulations, Jake, on your first dub. Second place goes to Louis George Edwards. Lewis, as I said earlier.
I-
And last place, yet again, letting me down, is the comments. Yet again. That is how it's finished. 4-3-2. And the comments, I hope you're full of misery. I hope you are. Max, you legend. Yes, Max, it was a good shout, but just outside of the time. Thank you to everyone who has put something in the chat for us there. It makes it so much easier for us, guys. And it makes it so much more fun over half-time. We have kicked off, though, here. Early signs again that Chelsea could be doing some damage. And hopefully they do. As Chelsea, they won that ball really high up the field. Werner tried to get a shot off. Militao has blocked it, and it is another Chelsea corner. That was really weird. I don't know what happened. I hate you, Louis, is what Charles says. Oh, he's full of love.
Thank you.
Double or nothing. You've just done the double or nothing round. We can't do double or nothing again. So here's Jorginho back into Mount. Mount looks, what a poor ball in that is from Mason Mount, straight over the top. So I'm just going to double check really quickly that there haven't been any subs whilst we were caught up in the heat of the moment. Doesn't look like there has been any subs at this current moment in time. A 6.2 match rating for an N'Golo Kante. That's a bit harsh. But if you were to make a sub, Jake, who would you make in the sort of next 15 minutes or so? Who would you like to see come on?
I think Hudson-Odoi on for Azpilicueta on that right wing back side.
Oh, very attacking, that, Jake.
Yeah, I think we need to get a bit more attacking down that side. I know Kante's been pushing up that side, but apart from that, I think Hudson-Odoi on, Dave off.
Yeah, and what about you, Louis? Who would you like to see? Are you just in agreement with Jake?
I would also maybe, I do agree with Jake, but maybe also see someone like Kovacic maybe come off with Jorginho.
I think Kovacic is injured. I'm not sure if he's on the bench.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he. Yeah,
but I don't know. Then if you bring on Havertz for Jorginho, move Mount back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad. Or even maybe someone like Reece James, even if you don't want to go too attacking on that right side, but want someone who will go a bit, has a bit more pace and is willing to go a bit more forward than Azpilicueta. Then I think Reece James would also be another player that you could bring on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think he's very dynamic as well, Reece James. But Vinicius leading the charge here, rolls it into Benzema on the left flank, sizing up. Christensen looks to bend one top corner, and that was not Karim Benzema's finest shots, is what we are going to say there. That is not Benzema's finest moment. And he has had a couple in this game. I definitely think I'd take this result by the end of the game, but I think we'd be a bit annoyed. I think Chelsea have this game at, they can reach out and grab this game by the throat, and I think they could get something from this game. Can we get some clear-cut opportunities that don't fall to Timo Werner, though? A lovely ball. Oh, I thought that was going to go in behind there. Good idea, though, from Christensen, looking to set off Werner. Hopefully, Werner can have his shooting boots on for this second half. That is the hope. Weirdly enough, Chelsea have exactly the same pass accuracy as Real Madrid. Very weird. Fraser says, here from a view from the stands. Brilliant. Thank you, Fraser. Big up Josh for sending him over. Thank you, Josh. I hope Josh is going well, Fraser. Feel free to drop in and out if you want a more Chelsea biased side of it. I'm sure Josh is trying to keep as neutral as possible. What's the time in England? It is 9:00 in the evening. Stoke City versus Huddersfield 2021 promotion playoff. I can say it now. What time is it in England? I just told you. Sam Redgate-Large to manage Stoke in 2022. We've seen weirder things. We have seen weirder things. We've seen Altamir Begovic score. So Stoke have definitely seen weirder things than that. I'm going to keep dropping in and out. No worries, Fraser. Feel free to drop in and out of either. It is absolutely up to you. Provided you stay with me or Josh, I don't mind. I'll be back. No worries, Fraser. No worries. So, guys in the comments, what is your prediction for the second half? What will the full-time score be? Jake, Louis, are you changing your minds? Well, I think I think Jake has to change his mind, but Louis, you're bang on at the minute.
Yeah.
So are you changing your mind, Louis?
No, I'm going to stick with my prediction. I think, while the game does seem very open, it does seem like one that could go either way. I just think it's going to stay. It might stay the way it is. But if Chelsea score, I'm not going to exactly be angry now, am I?
Yeah, exactly. And what are you going for, Jake?
Well, yeah, I said 1-0 at the start of the game. I think I'm going to stick to the 1-0 advantage and go 2-1 Chelsea.
Go 2-1. Harry says, now then joining after watching Grimsby getting relegated to the National League. There you are, Louis. In case you missed that.
I was watching the game. It's like Grimsby were 2-1 up, and then it was 2-2, and then Exeter got the winner in the 83rd minute. And
there's a red card for Grimsby Town as well, I think.
Long ball over the top, looking for Benzema. Can he do anything? He's walked himself into trouble. Thank you for stopping by, Harry. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. He didn't confirm if I pronounced it right. Kajon has gone with 3-3. I'm going to call him that from now on. And Curley has gone for 4-3 Chelsea. I mean, to be fair, the more goals Chelsea score, like if it was like a 3-3 draw, the more goals Chelsea score, almost the better it is. Even if we end up drawing or end up losing. Does that mean Scunthorpe are safe? Scunthorpe are safe, I think.
Yeah, because it'll be Grimsby and Southend going down.
Yeah. Poor time to be in the Dave-Large derby, that one. Southend versus Grimsby, the Dave-Large derby. I thought Grimsby were going to pull a late last-minute wonder. I know I did as well. You pronounced it right the last time you said it. Oh, I can't remember what I said that. You didn't tell me at the time. I should. I'm going to have to review the footage. Someone get VAR. Tell us what I said. Tell us what I said. 55 minutes played, still 1-1 at, Real Madrid's second ground. Can Chelsea get their noses in front again? I've been very, very impressed with Chelsea's almost, I'm going to say dynamism, like the fluidity of movement in the team as well. Real Madrid playing some lovely football there, but very well read by Thiago Silva, who's reached his second Champions League semi-final in a row, looking to make it his second Champions League final in a row with Chelsea this season. Luka Modric. What do we make to Luka Modric? Comments, let us know. What do you make to Luka Modric? Do you think, he's 35, 36 now. Is it time for him to hang up his boots, or do you reckon Real Madrid are going to try to squeeze a few more years out of him?
I think he'll have another year out of him at least. And then maybe it's time for him to hang his boots up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any sort of signs of, Modric, slowing down. When you're making it into the starting 11 of a Champions League semi-final, you still got to be, half decent.
Yeah.
So I think he's like Jake said. I think he's maybe got.
It's only 2 years ago, was it? He won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Controversially, but it's not that long ago since then, and he's still playing at the top level. So I don't think it's time for him to hang his boots up just yet.
What do we think to the West Ham red card? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was pretty pointless, but the game was done and dusted, really. So in the grand scheme of the games, didn't affect it, but it was a stupid red card to be given there.
It has been overturned now.
Has it been overturned now?
Yeah.
That is
rightly so.
Yeah, it is. He couldn't do anything about it. Fair enough, say, maybe literally just say to him, just be careful. But that's all you can say, really. VAR said Sam is an English teacher. Great. Luka Modric needs an MLS team to end his career, and Kraft is back. Brilliant. Thank you, Kraft, for coming back. I could see him go to the MLS, but I don't know. Maybe he wants to end on a high. Some people like to do that, don't they? Like Xabi Alonso was at Bayern Munich when he retired. Still playing, not at his best, but still playing at the top level. So maybe that is what he wants to do as well. He's just got on the ball there and slipped. Did Luka Modric. I don't understand this English teacher thing, but there we are. Jorginho now, what can he do with it? Rolls it into N'Golo Kante. Kante comes back to Jorginho. They need to be a bit more penetrative in this second half. Maybe go down the middle a bit more, because Chelsea's play is very wing attack, counter attack. So maybe that is something that Thomas Tuchel needs to look at. I wouldn't mind seeing the introduction of Olivier Giroud as a ball goes over the top there looking for Ben Chilwell. And Carvajal has just fouled Ben Chilwell in the box. If he'd have done that anywhere else, that is a foul. He has just shoved him out of the way, and that is a foul anywhere else on the field. But because it's in the box, the referee isn't interested.
He's completely ignored it.
Yeah, he's put a hand on his chest and just pushed him out of the way there.
I know, it's so strange.
The referee didn't get a VAR review of that.
I know, the referee did not look at all bothered. And maybe this is just us being salty, but I don't think it is. I think he genuinely had a call there.
Because he wasn't looking at the ball. He was very much looking at Chilwell, like going, "I'm going to push you." Like here, he didn't look like he was going to go for it.
Exactly. And Kajan, I think I said that right again. I'm hoping I am. Says the boys to your left and right look so dead serious. Didn't you tell them to smile before the stream? I'm paying them not to smile. That is.
I'm not allowed to smile.
I'm concentrating. I am like this is nervous for me. I'm just like fixated on the game. Like I don't mean to look miserable and so serious. I'm just really hoping for something out of this game. There's a lot on the line.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a dub tonight. Get down with the kids, call them dubs.
Big dub.
Yeah, I'd love to get a big dub tonight. And Kraft says, what VAR said? Oh, God. That took me ages to read that. Kraft said it is a bit brilliant. Nice one, Kraft. Nice one. Here goes N'Golo Kante again. Oh, surely that's a foul from Tony Kroos there. He has not won the ball, and then he's made Kante step on the ball and backheel it, and he has been booked this time, and it is right, N'Golo Kante running through. I mean, we haven't seen. They look like the this emoji. There you are. That's what you look like, you two.
Oh, thank you. Jordan.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but N'Golo Kante's really causing some problems in this game in an attacking sense, and almost the player you wouldn't expect. We've got a free kick, though, about 30 yards out on that right-hand side. Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell both over the ball. What can they do with this? Let's see. Can they get a header on it? Mason Mount it is. Whips the ball in, cleared by Rafa Varane, and Tony Kroos manages to pick up the ball. And didn't see Rudiger come in there. And I'm not sure there's much of a foul there, if I'm brutally honest with you. I'm really not sure if there's much of a foul.
I'll have to see it again, to be honest.
Because Rudiger just comes up behind him, puts his arm on him, and he flops on the floor. So,
yeah, he does look like he gets into the triangle. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Fraser said, I subscribed to you on 17 accounts. So now you've got 270. Brilliant. Thank you. I mean, I'll take it. Get me closer to a milestone, but brilliant. Fraser, oh my God, are you serious? How do you have 17 accounts? Louis, it's like when kids play rugby, they stare at each other and then push each other, but it's football. But when it's in rugby, no foul. We can tell he's an ex-rugby ref. I didn't know he was an ex-rugby ref. Unless I don't know, unless that was a joke. Right. Oh, Thiago Silva going for an overhead kick. A bit of
Sam, you are actually now on 270 subs.
Am I? Right. Nice.
I've just checked. I've just gone on your channel to check. And yeah, you are. You're on 270 subs now.
Fraser, whilst you're here, make sure you go over to Louis' channel. Do the same thing.
No, it's fine.
Aspilicueta gone down. Looks like a bit of cramp there. Then we're rewatching Thiago Silva's overhead kick. I mean, I'm not sure he really needed to do it. I actually have subs on 17 accounts. I was just creating a lot last night to do it on the view from the stands. Okay, I'll be back. There you are. He's gone.
I think it could be time for Aspilicueta to go off now. I think, we've hit the hour mark. I think it's maybe time to do something with the team. Just maybe switch it up a little, see what happens. I mean, that's no disrespect to what Aspilicueta's done this game. He's been a very solid player, but I think we've got to that point in the game now where Hazard's warming up, well, he's getting the talking to, but I think it's time that Chelsea try something at least, and maybe get a second goal.
Well, I think I've just seen there Reece James. And
I realised that as soon as I started speaking, I was like, brilliant, like they're going on now.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing Aspilicueta will come off for James, and then maybe Pulisic for Ziyech, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, or I don't know. Maybe that Mount moving for Jorginho. Do you have a Discord server? No, I don't. Unfortunately. I don't really understand Discord. So I will stay well away from that until we get a few more followers and someone can help me out with it. Chelsea for a trophy double. I have a fiver on Chelsea to win the Champions League this season. So I only put it on last week, but it still returns 25 quid. So
that's not too bad.
That's not bad. I was tempted to put on a bet on the exact top 4 of the Premier League, like in order. It's like, but honestly, I don't know.
Sam, do you still think Liverpool will finish in second or third?
I said they were going to finish fourth, same points as Chelsea.
Oh, was it? Oh, because you did that prediction, didn't you? I thought you said Liverpool.
I mapped them all out, but obviously, like the game against Newcastle has just ruined. Like Liverpool were looking like they could get into that fourth place, and I don't think they will now. But if my prediction comes off, it would look insane. Is what I'm going to go for. Carvajal here, just outside the box, looks to roll it back, and Pulisic has nicked the ball. Can Pulisic counter-attack? And that's another foul from Marcelo on Christian Pulisic.
Oh.
And that is very, very cynical. He should have been booked earlier on for that.
Yeah.
He's been doing it all game. It is, yeah. It is. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's just kicked him.
There's no intent for the ball there.
That is a dread. Like, you do that through an own goal, that's a red card. But that is honestly a terrible. Also, I think Chelsea are making a triple sub here. I think I saw Kai Havertz also about to come on as well. So
Eden Hazard has just come on as well for Vinicius. So Hazard has made his return, playing against Chelsea. And yes, there is a triple sub coming. Christian Pulisic is coming off after just being snapped. Hopefully that red card is incoming, which I've just seen from Curly. Hopefully so. We can get that. And God, look at the line of blue shirts about to come on. Ziyech comes on. Reece James looks like he's going to come on. Be intrigued to see if Aspilicueta goes into centre-back or if he's coming off directly. Werner is also coming off. So that'll be where Havertz is going. Havertz is going in that number 9 role instead of Timo Werner. Maybe we should have seen Giroud. And Shah KK says, be right back. No worries, Shah. No worries. And it is Aspilicueta coming off for Reece James, which means, Thiago Silva's captain now? Maybe. Or Mason Mount, one of the two. Or Jorginho, or Kante. I don't know. We have so many vice captains. It is Jorginho by the looks of things.
Your favourite player, son.
Yeah, exactly. I always said, when Thiago Silva, obviously, Louis, we were there, we were watching the game at the pub, but when Thiago Silva was captain for Chelsea in his debut game against West Brom, I always thought that was a really stupid idea. Because
it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Ziyech gets early involvement. He doesn't know the team like Jorginho does. I'd prefer to have Jorginho as captain, even though I don't like him as a player, because he knows the team. Or Mason Mount, because he literally he bleeds blue, doesn't he? Mason Mount does. Whether it's Chelsea or Portsmouth, the colour of blue, we'll never know. But he definitely does bleed blue, and that's the thing. And that's why I always thought that was a weird decision. But Chelsea may be looking with those substitutions to get a little bit more on the front foot in this second half. What do you think?
I mean, from the initial play, you look how high we pressed, sort of really not long after the substitution. The link up between Havertz and Ziyech seems to be seems what they're going for, and I think it's interesting that I said I wanted change at the hour mark. I didn't expect a triple sub, but I'm really intrigued to see how this is going. Chelsea looking very sort of high up the pitch here.
Yeah, clearly Tuchel wasn't happy with the way that the game was unfolding, and Kraft is saying that Timo to Havertz is a bad sub. We will surely wait and see. I feel a bit more confident with Havertz in front of goal there. Lovely bit of skill by Mason Mount. Oh, good block there by, I believe, Eder Militao. He's absolutely sent him there. Mason Mount, that is a lot better. We haven't really seen that from Mason Mount, getting into these attacking positions and getting shots off for Chelsea. So I will be intrigued to see if that gives him a bit more license to roam, knowing that maybe Ziyech is more of a playmaker than Christian Pulisic is. Here is Ziyech on the ball, trying to get Ben Chilwell to move for him. There's no movement in this Chelsea box, though. We aren't really getting in behind. There's not really that much movement as Rudiger tries to drive the ball a little bit further forward. But it's static from Chelsea at this current moment in time. Out to Havertz. Havertz, what can he do with it? Rolls it into Reece James. Reece James looks to loft it in towards Ziyech, cleared by Militao. Kante gets underneath that. Eden Hazard does his defensive job, and it goes out for a Real Madrid throw-in. But there aren't really that many options for Chelsea, are there, in these attacking areas?
No, not really. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
Seems to be passing it around the box, not really breaking down their defense very well. But I think with Ziyech, with Ziyech and Havertz going on, I think we will be able to break them down with some fresh legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give them time to get into the game.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Louis? Now that you've got your turn.
I was just going to say, it doesn't look like we're just stood in a line. We're trying to push forward. Ziyech and Chilwell are trying to look for something in that sort of, but just Havertz and Ziyech both just sort of stood on the line of defenders, not really making any movement. It just, it was really static, really still, just nothing going on. But like Jay said, hopefully, with the fresh legs, might be able to break them down a bit more, create some more chances. Still looking to really press them, which is kind of encouraging. That is even with all these changes, Chelsea are really looking to dominate Madrid and try and dominate possession.
Yeah, Rudiger is now starting to drive out a bit more, maybe getting a bit more of a license. Jorginho looks for Reece James. What a ball. Oh, I thought that was going to be a peach of a ball there. He's just slightly overhit that to Reece James. Fraser has now subbed to Fusion 17 times as well. So there we are. And he's Farhan. He's one of Josh's friends. And Fraser is back again. Brilliant. Thank you for coming back again, Fraser. We are 70 minutes in now. Still 1-1. The goals from Karim Benzema and the recently substituted Christian Pulisic. But Ziyech, what can he do here? Now squares up with Militao. Oh, Havertz just hasn't really read that, has he? He's not busted a gut to get into that final third. And that's maybe what you're lacking. I think maybe Werner would be in that position when you don't have Havertz up front. It seems weird that that at the minute we don't have an out-and-out striker, but we have three now on the bench, and that to me seems weird in itself.
Yeah. I mean, you can say what you want for Timo Werner, but he is an incredibly intelligent footballer. While his final product may not be the greatest, he does make those runs. He spots those gaps. I've seen many times, especially in the first half, him just sort of going off from his sort of generic run, the run you'd expect, just trying to find some space, just trying to do something different. And like you said, I think he would have spotted that little gap to maybe cut it back to him. Whether or not he'd scored it is, another thing. But at least he would have made that run. He's got to create that chance rather than Havertz. He does look a bit static, which is he does need to sort of get a bit more movement on him, especially in this last 20 minutes, because
here we go. Nice movement.
Yeah.
Ziyech into the edge of the box, defended well. Sorry, Louis, I thought that was going to go somewhere.
Yeah. No, but you look at the sort of the good movement that the likes of Ziyech, Mount, Kante, have been doing all game. You don't need someone static up front. You need someone who's going to move with them. And yeah, it's just not happened so far.
I've just seen Werner or Firmino. I would stick with Werner at this current moment in time. I don't think Firmino's at his best, but normally I would say Firmino. I'd normally say Firmino, but
no, I'd definitely 100% stick with Werner.
But at the minute, I'd definitely go with Werner. Mason Mount on another corner, whips the ball in. Rudiger on the header, defended well by Eder Militao. Hooked back in again by Ziyech, but that was a close one. Though maybe Courtois was panicking a little bit there. And Charlie says the game is looking promising. It is at the minute. Hi Sam, I would love a Real Madrid win tonight. Of course you would, Jonathan. Of course you would. Of course you would. Just after you did us the favour of holding Spurs to points the other day. And who else? Oh, it was West Ham. Was it West Ham they took points from as well? And Liverpool. God, Newcastle have been on something, haven't they? Werner says, Kraft, can you comment on the Chelsea game? And I was, what? Oh, right. I don't think that's for me. I think that's for Kajan. I don't know. I'm really confused with these comments tonight. You're all just chatting away between yourselves, which is absolutely fine, but it confuses the hell out of me. Oh, well. Benzema running up this right flank, being jockeyed. What a tackle that is from Rudiger. Firm tackle. Rudiger has been very much improved under Thomas Tuchel. He kind of looked out of place, didn't he, under Frank Lampard? Wasn't in favour at all. There is two subs that look like they're coming on. Adriozola and I think that was Asensio I just saw. I was about to... Is it Marco Asensio? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say Marco Arnautovic and then was like... he played for Stoke.
Hey, if Arnautovic was... Arnautovic doesn't play for Stoke.
He did play for Stoke.
I thought you said he's currently playing for Stoke. I was like, I suppose in China or something at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's in China.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I think he's at the same place as Oscar, isn't he?
Quite well, be.
Yeah. Oscar wants back at Chelsea to finish his career.
Yeah, I don't understand that. He acts as if he's some sort of legend of the Chelsea game. He's not. He's really not.
He was quite out of favour with Chelsea fans when he left. I particularly was getting a bit annoyed with his performances. And the fact that we got something like £60 million for him as well was like, I was even rubbing the hands together when we got that. I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah, Benzema on the volley, blocked by Reece James, cleared back out by Casemiro there. It's pinball in the box at the minute. That's Eden Hazard on the ball trying to shape to shoot. Rolls it back to Modric. Modric is looking up to go back up to that left-hand side. I can't really tell who that is from here. Tony Kroos rolls it back into Rich out wide to Casemiro. Casemiro blocked by Reece James. Reece James has nicked the ball back. Now can Chelsea counter-attack? Great tackle there from Eder Militao, to be fair to him, and just overplayed when trying to go back to Militao. The only good thing for me about Oscar was the fact he shared a birthday with me, 9th of September. So that was the only thing. That was the fun fact. Have you ever made your own team out of people who were born on the same day as you?
No.
I think I have Luka Modric, Oscar. I have Brad Guzan, and there's someone else as well. Oh, Alex Song, and then I would be the fifth. So I'll have to go in defence, but that's fine by me when you've got them running up in front of you.
I know Drogba's his name, man, but not my actual birthday. I think it's a few days before.
I've got to Google this quickly.
I'd like to know,
yeah. It's kind of interesting, actually. I think it was Brad Guzan. I definitely think so. And if not, I've got Adam Sandler on the bench with.
He's a good footballer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here
Paul
goes
Pogba.
Kante. Kante rolls the ball into Havertz. Havertz, what can he do with it? Loses the ball a little bit there. Varane's absolutely snapped in there, and Havertz has won a free kick.
Right, so I've got good old Emerson Palmieri.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Yannick Vestergaard.
Oh, hang on. You've got a good defence here. Where are you going to play, Louis?
Oh, God knows. I think I'm being goal. I don't think there's any beating them. I've got Jedinak. Oh, Christ. I don't really have a very good selection of players like, at all.
I just have Modric that like boosts me up.
Yeah, I've got Paul Pogba, Curtis Davies, John Joe Kenny. I think that's about it.
Oh, I also have Danilo Pereira as well, just for the bench, just for the bench. And El Mohammadi, I've just looked as well. So not bad, not bad. Pretty good five-a-side team, if you ask me. Pretty good five-a-side team with me at centre-half and Brad Guzan in goal.
Isn't there a day where there's like Ronaldo, Tevez, and someone else? They all have the same birthday.
Oh, there must be one with an insane birthday. But Chelsea have a free kick. There is 3 people over this free kick here. Louis, are you still ahead of us, by the way?
I am currently not watching the game. I'm looking at who's born on the same day as me.
All right, fair enough.
No, but I'm actually slightly behind.
Yeah.
So now I'm behind by 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm
too
a
bad.
couple of seconds behind now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that happens.
I don't know how it happens. I think it's probably because I'm on my BT Sport on my thingy player, so it doesn't like lag. It just stays at the same place. But
so I'm on my phone now.
The only one for Curly is Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Isn't your birthday coming up, Curly? Isn't it the 30th? I think I'm right with that one. But Marc-Andre ter Stegen, hey, not bad. I mean, you've got one player at least. But admittedly, with your footballing skills, Curly, I don't think the team's going to go very far. So there we are. They're all just sub for subbing in the chat. That's all everyone's doing in the chat at this current moment in time. So we will ignore the chat, other than Curly, who says it is sad face. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, Ronaldo, Neymar, Tevez, Hadji, they all share a birthday.
Jesus, that's some five-a-side team.
5th of Feb.
Oh, it's some five-a-side team. That if you're born on the 5th of Feb, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. That definitely trumps my team anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone else. I don't recognise anyone else. That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm just looking through like sort of the widest celebrity sort of thing now. So let's see here. I've got Tom Brady.
No, not bad.
NFL quarterback. Yeah, not bad. Quite a few YouTubers that I've recognised.
Great.
However, the number one, I forgot famous birthdays to look about it. The number one is Chris Jones. He's a TikTok star. I was like,
that's great. I'll have a look at mine whilst
Martha
the play
Stewart.
being boring.
Yeah, there's only 10 minutes left of the game.
I know it's steadily coming to a bit of a close. There's a few hefty tackles though from Real Madrid. Real Madrid doing what they do best and absolutely snapping people, and the referee is just letting them get away with it at this current moment in time. Which might cause a few problems. Yeah, it might cause a few problems for Chelsea, especially if someone picks up an injury. So far, we have been half decent. I'm just looking at mine now. Oh, Michael Bublé. How did I forget? How did I forget about Bublé? I tweet at him every year on our birthday. How can I forget? And I've got Colonel Sanders as well.
Wonderful.
And the rest are all just
KFC
like
every
TikTok
birthday.
stars. Oh, and Eric Stone Street from Modern Family. Plays Cam in Modern Family. But that is completely off.
Off topic.
Yeah, and Curly's got John O'Shea. Yes, John O'Shea was all right in his day. We'll give you that.
Yeah, he was all right.
He was definitely all right in his day. And I think that's about all we can say is he was all right on the day.
I mean, he was in a title-winning United team, and then he just kind of... I more remember him at, Everton, really.
Well, we are 8 minutes away. You two, I'm going to have to push you for a man of the match today. There might be a few people who stand out for you, but I will have to push you in the coming minutes. Hopefully, there'll be a late Chelsea winner that gives us a man of the match that is deserved, as N'Golo Kante spins away here and goes past two players. N'Golo Kante, with lovely agility and balance there, looks to cut it back in towards Ben Chilwell. Cleared, but Kante's picked the ball back up again. His close control is unreal, like N'Golo Kante's is. It is unreal. The sub for subs are carrying on in this chat currently, and Curly has gone for Kante with his man of the match. So I will wait for Jake and Louis to decide theirs in the next few minutes, and then we will get talking about them. Right. Rudiger to Jorginho. Jorginho looking for the run of Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell heads it back. Mount just doesn't get there in time, and Luka Modric managed to get the ball away, and it's gone out for a Chelsea corner. The pressure, hopefully we can sustain a little bit of pressure towards the end of this game, and maybe this is a good result, don't get me wrong, but how much better would that be to go back to Stamford Bridge with all 3 points, you know what I mean, with the big win for this game? It would be so much better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be a lot more at ease, and the 2 away goals, like, this is a great result because of the away goal. I think then taking 2 back to the Bridge would be a lot more comforting. Certainly a lot more comforting, but I'll take a 1-1, but just Chelsea need to hold on at least. Yeah,
I think we can be happy with a 1-1 for today. Considering, looking at today's game, both teams have been pretty equal, but I think Chelsea slightly the better team. And I think when we take it to the Bridge, I think we can beat them.
That just reminded me of Justin Timberlake. So take it to the chorus, take it to the Bridge.
That's the new Chelsea remix version.
Take it to the Bridge.
Take it to the Bridge.
Come here, Werner. Oh. Well, there we are. Well, that made us giggle for a little bit.
Let's get back to this game.
Brilliant. What a quality moment. So we are coming up to 85 minutes. I am now going to have to push you both for your man of the match. Jake, we'll start with you. Who are you going for and why?
Can Louis go first? I'm still...
Okay, Louis, you can go first. You've been dropped in it by Jake.
This is good thing I've made up my mind then. I'm going to go with N'Golo Kante as my man of the match. I think he has been absolutely sublime. The fact that he's dictated quite a lot of Chelsea's pace, both defensively and attacking. Kante has just been there. He's just been absolutely working his socks off. He's that player that, when he doesn't play for Chelsea, we do miss him. And today is a stark reminder why we miss him when he's not there.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I don't think he's put a foot wrong in this game. The other player I think is worth of note is Christian Pulisic, the goal scorer. We maybe should have had a few more goals though today. If Timo Werner had had his shooting boots on, but he just doesn't at the minute, does he? Jake, are you agreeing with Louis, or are you picking someone else?
Yeah, I was thinking Kante. I think another mention should be Pulisic from the first half. He was probably the better player in the first half, and then I think Mount's had a good game as well. Yeah, overall, I'd say Kante. He's not really put a foot wrong. He's been box to box. He's been outstanding defensively and going forward and driving that ball forward, creating some attacking opportunities.
Yeah, maybe a quiet one for Mason Mount today, but I think we've just kind of all come to a conclusion, including Curly in the chat, because everyone else is not really paying attention to what we're saying. They're just subbing with each other. But I think we've all come to the conclusion, out of the 4 of us, that N'Golo Kante is our man of the match for today. And there we are. The confirmation is on your screen. Scream. N'Golo Kante is N'Golo Kante is on your screen, and that is our man of the match for today. But we still have 3 minutes left to play in this game. It all could change. And at the moment, I think even if Real Madrid do score, I think a 2-1 loss wouldn't be the end of the world for Chelsea. As a deflected shot there from Toni Kroos. Don't want to jinx it, though.
I've always been very careful of what I said since that West Brom game. Going, oh yeah, Edouard Mendy, he's an all right keeper.
Joe says Thomas Tuchel has really shown Frank Lampard up as a totally inept manager at this level. To be fair, I mean, I said when Frank Lampard got sacked that glancing header there across the box from Varane there, very, very unlucky. Yeah, I said when he got sacked, Frank Lampard, that it wouldn't feel as good if we won anything with Thomas Tuchel, but he's been sensational for Chelsea at this current moment in time. I don't know where Louis gone. His device is disconnected. We'll have him back in a little while. Maybe his phone died or something like that. We will have him back in a little bit. I think he's back now, actually. Here we are. Hello, Louis. Where did you go?
I don't know what happened there. My phone just went, oh, you've disconnected. And I was like, brilliant. And then, well, I'm back now. I don't know what happened.
Brilliant.
Keep zooming into Ramos a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's that. Oh, here goes Rudiger on a run. And he's absolutely clattered into Adriozola. And he's going to be booked as well there. A cynical foul there from Adriozola. Is Mendy in the mix for the Golden Glove? Feel like he's had a lot of clean sheets this year. He is in the mix for it, but it depends if... Did we play Kepa the other week that chalked off one of his clean sheets for no reason whatsoever? I think we did, didn't we?
Did he play against West Ham?
Yeah, I remember
Kepa played against West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, so there you are. Provided he don't keep doing that, but maybe that was a rotational thing to make sure that Mendy didn't pick up any injuries. Maybe that's what Tuchel was thinking about. But Real Madrid are snapping people here. They really are. They're not doing.
I mean, like
great.
if you saw like before Rudiger's tackle, like I can't remember who it was before. He skips over one ludicrous slide tackle to then try it before he gets absolutely smashed. Yeah, Real Madrid looking desperate with their tackles, to say the least.
Yeah, they do. They do. They look like they're clinging on to stuff. Here comes Rodrigo as well, the person who won Louis a point earlier on. We're just watching that through ball from Rudiger. Maybe we haven't talked about that enough to Christian Pulisic. What a ball that was from Antonio Rudiger. And Varane, to be fair, might have... Part of me thinks maybe if Varane had took his arm out and got himself sent off for a handball, then maybe we would be in a better position right now. But we are just reviewing both goals. Not a lot we could do for the Benzema one. Someone needs to be maybe a little bit closer. But here we are in the 90th minute now, waiting for Rudiger to get back up. And we are at 1-1. Very much a decent result for Chelsea if this can come off. Zuma is warming up. Tuchel doesn't look happy about these tackles, and I can't blame him because it has been a very, It's been a very poor game for Real Madrid tackles. Real Madrid doing Real Madrid, and
they must be on 5 or 6 bookings now, surely.
Yeah, they must be on quite a few, or at least they should be, because Marcelo should have picked up a booking way earlier on than what he actually did. But they might end up shooting themselves in the foot, though, because if they do this in the second leg and end up getting a load of them booked, then they're not going to be able to, they won't be eligible for the final, will they? So they might end up shooting themselves in the foot in the grand scheme of things. They're on 5 yellow cards at this current moment in time. Lovely tackle there from, I think that was Kai Havertz, absolutely bullying someone off the ball. I nearly said Werner then. Jorginho looking forward for Mason Mount, and well, that looks like a little bit of revenge there from Rudiger, just absolutely flattening someone. Joe says Lam should go back down to the Championship to learn his trade as a manager and actually earn his stripes. Yeah, I totally agree with everything you're saying there, Joe. I think he got the job too early. like with Gerrard going to Rangers, Gerrard has had that experience now in the Europa League, whereas Lampard jumped from Derby County, where you can argue he did well, but he didn't do fantastically. It's not like he brought them up on a really rubbish team. He didn't even bring them up at the end of the day. And, well, that was a problem for Frank Lampard at Chelsea. Maybe a little bit out of his depth. Won't be surprised in the next 10, 15 years, though, with Frank Lampard is Chelsea manager once again. But I don't know if I can go through that heartbreak all over again if he does. Well, I say if he does get sacked, when he gets sacked the second time. Here's Reece James out on this right-hand side, looking to whip a ball in. I think we are missing someone up front. I really think we're missing a target man up front today.
Yeah, I think Giroud should have been the substitution to come on. I think Kai Havertz wasn't the best. I can see. I can see why Tuchel brought him on. You know, that sort of false nine has been working a lot better than having that target man in sort of recent games. But I think, you know, with the amount of times that we keep playing the ball wide, we don't seem to be playing through the centre. We keep taking it to our wing backs and sort of forcing it wide. If we're going to do that, then we need someone like Olivier Giroud, who's going to be that, you know, person who can get those goals in the middle of the box.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Louis. I totally agree. It makes it difficult for us, especially like we like to put a lot of crosses in. That's what Reece James is good at. That's what Ben Chilwell has been pretty good at in recent weeks, recent months. And without that target man in the middle of a Tammy or a Giroud, then we don't have that option. And
full time.
That is the problem. And it is full time. Chelsea won, Real Madrid won. I mean, I don't know about you two, but I almost feel a little bit disappointed because we have had the more clear-cut opportunities. And I think we really could have done a lot better tonight, maybe be 3-1 up going into this. But at the beginning of the game, what did we all say? We all said we would take a 1-1 and we'd take an away goal.
Yeah.
And take it to the bridge.
I mean, I predicted 1-1, so I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good prediction by Louis there.
Yeah, very good prediction.
I think there's never going to be many goals in this game. You know, they're both quite defensive teams. So I think when we take it to the bridge, we can't say that anymore, can we?
Take it to the bridge. We needed a focal point up front tonight. Joe is agreeing with us and says it's a missed opportunity. It most certainly is. We will have a look at the match ratings for this evening. Why not? And then we'll have a bit of a debrief, have a talk about our expectations for the next game, all that good stuff. And I don't know if these two will be back with me for the next game, but I most certainly will be here. That is up to you guys if you guys want to be here for, is it next week? Must be next week's game.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. A very quiet day for Edouard Mendy. We'll have a look actually first at the stats. And, well, that tells you it all, doesn't it? 1 shot on target for Real Madrid. I said it at the time. It felt like their first shot on target. It was their first shot on target, and it was their only shot on target. And Chelsea are maybe a little bit hard done to in order to concede, but it was a very well-taken goal by Karim Benzema, and that's all he needs is a half opportunity. 50-50, you know, literally splitting hairs, aren't you here? Not much in it at all. Chelsea had more shots on target. That Werner miss, I said it right at the beginning, it was going to come back to rue us, and it has done. Big chances missed. Probably both of them were Werner, but we need to start taking them. Maybe I admire Thomas Tuchel for sticking with Timo Werner, but maybe it's time now we're getting to the business end of this competition that we stick Giroud up front. And because Giroud's movement's fantastic as well, we stick Giroud up front and we let him do the business rather than having Werner, who just isn't scoring up front.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think it worked incredibly well against Atletico. I think it definitely could work well for this sort of the second leg. But I think, probably Olivier over Tammy to probably for me to sort of bring on. But we can't just keep, trying to put Werner up front when he's just missing these chances. And it's just really not good for for Chelsea trying to do just keep doing that, because at the end of the day, for every shot that Werner misses, it could be then just another sort of another thing that goes against us for Real Madrid to, well, or any team for that matter, to beat us.
Yeah, you can see on here as well. Look at all those yellow cards. They had a game plan in mind, didn't they, Real Madrid tonight? And it was to foul us, and that's what they have done. And you can see by this attacking momentum on this left-hand side, Chelsea pretty much dominant throughout large periods of the game. But I don't know what you made to these ratings, Jake. Rudiger, a good high 7.6 match rating. Is there anyone there that overly surprises you with those ratings?
Werner 6.6. I don't know. Werner didn't prove himself today, I don't think. I think definitely should miss next game. Maybe stick with Mount and Pulisic, because them two are working well, and they're just below the striker. But I think, as you said before, Giroud should start the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. Azpilicueta didn't do too badly in this game. I must say, I think for the job he did, I think he did an okay job. I wouldn't say it was a fantastic job. But like I say, Real Madrid knew what they were doing the whole time. Let's have a look at some player stats. Where are these big chances missed? Let's go on shots on target. We'll go shots off target. Hang on. Big chances missed. One for Timo Werner. Shots off target. Big chances missed. Hit the woodwork. Where's the other big chance missed? Who missed the other one for Chelsea? It's not going to tell us, is it? It's not going to tell us, but oh well. So as you can see, Ziyech, to be fair, 2 shots on target. Not bad, not bad. Maybe that was the positive thing we needed. I think we're a bit top heavy, this Chelsea side, if I'm brutally honest with you. Louis, what have you made to Real Madrid this evening?
I mean, they are a solid team, and it took a lot for Chelsea to break them down. Anytime we wanted to get forward, it wasn't easy, but I think they're manageable. I think, for Chelsea, they're not going to get completely blown out of the water by Real Madrid. I think the way that Chelsea set up, they can manage. But, as we saw today, it took a moment of brilliance from Karim Benzema, and boom, they were level, and Real Madrid never really looked too sort of worried from there. Is sort of the one thing that quality players like Karim Benzema can do, and quality teams like Real Madrid can do. But overall, while Real Madrid came out and they were incredibly aggressive, I think they've probably come away with a result. Maybe not the ideal result for them, obviously with the away goal, but it's not the most disastrous result. And just one goal at the bridge should cancel that out, and then this truly came on.
Yeah, absolutely. When we take it to the bridge, it will definitely be an exciting game. Jake, what did you make to the fouling tactics of Real Madrid this evening? Did it surprise you at all, or is it just classic Real Madrid to you?
Yeah, it just seems like classic Real Madrid to me. They've got quite a lot of dirty players in their team. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of their tactics, to take down these quick players like Pulisic and Mount and Werner to stop them, attacking, getting past the defence.
Yeah, totally agree with you there. And I do think, actually, Eder Militao out of them has probably been one of the better defenders. I could actually stand him today, whereas Marcelo and Rafa Varane were really doing my head in with those. Doing my head in with those fouls by the end of the day. So it's a good game to take forward. Hang on, let me swap us both back, or us all back. There we are. So it's a good game to take forward for Chelsea. But a 1-1, it's not a bad result, but it's not a good result. And we take it to the bridge, and it should be a good game. Louis, what do you expect to see from this Chelsea side in this second leg?
I want to just see us. I think. I don't know. I think it'd be I think we'll probably play very similarly to begin with. I think I can't imagine Thomas. Well, we want Giroud to come on and start the game. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be Werner again up front, or Havertz up front again. But I think the only thing that really needs to change is get those just make a bit more chances. I think defensively we were very solid, and I think we really, gave Real a good fight defensively. It's just attacking. I think use Kante a bit, more. Maybe just push a little higher. Maybe not start Azpilicueta as right wing back. Maybe go with someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi or Reece James from the start. Someone to just inject that bit of pace, bit of energy a little earlier on. I think we could have come away. We can come away with a better result, and hopefully proceed to the final. But
got to be quietly confident. Jake, do you think Chelsea are going to go all guns blazing next week, or do you think it will be a case of let's make Madrid attack? We don't have to score. Let's make them attack.
No, we need to go all guns blazing, because I think Real Madrid definitely won't be happy with their performance today. Only having one shot on target, they've not really made Mendy work today. So definitely, Madrid's mindset next game would be go all guns blazing. So we're definitely going to have to counter that and not let them attack. So we'll have to go all guns blazing too.
Absolutely. Other than Giroud, is there any other changes you guys have made to this? Obviously, Louis said about maybe a Reece James at right back instead of Azpilicueta. But Jake, do you see that as a better option for Chelsea?
What, Reece James over Azpilicueta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Azpilicueta suits that right centre back role more than a wing back. Today, he was very defensive. He wasn't pushing up much at all, which before the game I was expecting him to be running up and down that wing a lot more. So I think it kind of works better with James in that position.
Absolutely. It absolutely does. And I'm excited for this second leg. I could tell by Louis' face that he is he is very nervous about this second game. And it puts us in a good position. But I think, like I always say, we need to be quietly confident with these. We need to be confident. We need to really do some damage in this second leg. It has been a good second leg. Hopefully we can have Kovacic come back as well. Is there any other thoughts that you guys have got about today's game or next week's game? Is there anything else that you've got dying to tell us? I can tell Louis dying to tell me something.
I bloody hope we win. That's all I can really say about next week. I just really hope that we win.
I just hope it's as good as the second leg against Barcelona in the 2012 Champions League.
That game gave me heart attacks.
Yeah, I mean, there's some ups and downs in that game, but the overall outcome of that game was amazing. So hopefully the same again.
Yeah, and Curly says prediction. It is actually that's really weird. Werner and Torres. Prediction for PSG City game before you go.
2-1 PSG.
2-1 PSG, says Jake. Says Louis. Jake, what do you say?
2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City. I'm going to be boring and go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1 for tomorrow night's game. Like I said, once I've done with my this and stuff, I will be starting to do a few more streams. So probably for that second leg of that game, I will be trying to get that stream going. I'm just watching Christian Pulisic's goal again. 2 very good goals this evening. But like we said, Werner should have had one. Erin says, hoped for a better score for Chelsea, but I've enjoyed the stream. Thanks, Jake, Sam and Louis. No worries, Erin. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. So I guess we're going to conclude today's video. I don't think I have anything else to say, if you two don't have anything else to say.
No, I don't.
No, just enjoyed. Thank you for having me on.
No worries. Thank you for coming. If you aren't already, go and subscribe to Louis on his channel, A View from the Crowd. Are you crowd? You are crowd. Honestly, you and Josh had to pick the same name, didn't you? Just by one word different. Louis is A View from the Crowd. He is a featured channel on my channel, so just scroll down on my channel. You'll be able to find it if it's not already in the description. But either way, you should be able to find it pretty damn easily. And let's get him to his 30 subscribers. Let's keep him moving on upwards. So that will conclude today's live stream. It has been a mixed bag, really, hasn't it? It's been a mixed bag of feelings, emotions. Werner early on should have got that goal, but like we said at the beginning, we would have taken a 1-1. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
If you are new, be sure to like and subscribe. And we will be back. I don't know if you two are going to be back with me. Do you two want to come back on next week?
Yeah, I'll be on.
Yeah, should be available next week.
There we are. So we will be back next week for all the action of the second leg. And hopefully Chelsea will be going to another Champions League final. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And most importantly, stay safe.